Hey, welcome guys. Welcome back to another video. Just want to give you guys a quick update on those three transfers that have came to Colorado. You guys are probably aware of it already. It's not breaking news to you guys, especially if you are a Coach Prime and Colorado Buffaloes enthusiast and you follow them like I do. So the information that I'm giving you is not revelatory. It's not like it's breaking news. I'm sure you guys have gotten the news elsewhere, but I like to just give my take and my analysis of what I think that's going on with the team. So there are three transfers: one from Oklahoma State, another one from Arkansas, and another one from New Mexico State, and they're all on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to read these articles and go through them quickly and just give you my commentary. The first player I'm going to talk about is DJ McKinney. He's Colorado. He's adding more experience and talent to Colorado's secondary. On Sunday, former Oklahoma State cornerback DJ McKinney announced that he is transferring to Colorado University to play for Buffaloes and head coach Deion Sanders. He did redshirt as a freshman this past season for the Cowboys. McKinney was not a starter, but he led all Oklahoma State University cornerbacks in tackles with 38 in 14 games. So that's a good thing. He didn't start, but he was productive while he was in there. So this is a good sign for Colorado and Coach Prime. He also had 5 pass breakups for an Oklahoma State team that went 10-4 and won a bowl game. So you have a kid that's coming in with winning pedigree, coming from a winning program. So, winning is infectious. So hopefully he can bring some of that over to Colorado and help them get on a winning track. This year, McKinney played 596 snaps, and his pass coverage grade of 70.2 on Pro Football Focus was second among all Oklahoma State University defensive backs. So mind you, he's a freshman. He didn't start, but yet he's productive. So he redshirted. So he's coming in with all his eligibility left. So this is a good thing for Colorado and Coach Prime. Colorado and Coach Prime. And for their defense as well. So in 2 seasons at Oklahoma State University, the 6', 174-pound McKinney appeared in 18 games, recording 40 tackles. He has 3 seasons of eligibility remaining. Coming out of Colleyville Heritage in Texas, he went to high school in Texas. He came out in 2022. McKinney was a 3-star recruit. He had 21 scholarship offers, including one from Colorado University. He did choose to go to Oklahoma State over Arizona, Missouri, and others. McKinney is the 19th transfer addition of the offseason for Colorado University, which is a good thing. So my concern was, how are they going to fill those gaps? Not only on the coaching side, but on the player personnel side. But to me, it seems like they're getting strong players, experienced players. Because if Coach Prime wants to win now, then he has to go through the portal. He has no option. Going through high school, going through the means of getting recruits out of high school, it's a slower process because you have to take the time to develop those youngsters. But if you're getting players out of the portal, you're getting players that are already truly developed, pretty much developed already. So you're not doing too much in terms of teaching and coaching. They pretty much already have their head on straight in that regard. So that's a good thing. The Buffaloes also return a lot of talent at corner, led by star Travis Hunter and 2023 5-star recruit Cormani McLean. So that's going to be a star-studded defensive back. You have Travis Hunter, you have Cormani McLean, you have this guy DJ McKinney. And because don't get it wrong, don't get it confused, don't get it misconstrued and think just because he was a 3-star recruit means that stars don't mean anything. Those stars, they're great to a certain degree, but who cares about what star you have? We care about what you do on the football field when you get on. And it seems like this guy, he produced. He didn't start, but he produced. So that's a good thing. And he's 1 year older. So he's coming in with 1 more year of experience underneath his belt. And that should bode well for Colorado University on the defensive side of the ball. So this is a good thing. So DJ McKinney, that's the one from Oklahoma State. So 19 transfers so far have come through the portal to join Coach Prime at Boulder. Next, you have football. You have the football recruit from Arkansas who did play at Arkansas, defensive lineman Torian Carter, but now he is joining Colorado. He comes from the SEC, and this is one of my wishes is that most of the portal players came from the SEC, because most of the teams in SEC were strong. They beat up on each other, but I still believe the SEC was still one of the strongest conferences in football. So if they're getting SEC players, that's a good thing. On Thursday, former Arkansas defensive tackle Torian Carter announced that he has decided to play his final season of eligibility with the Buffaloes and head coach Deion Sanders. Now, meanwhile, the Buffs are losing defensive back Jaquez Robinson, who announced his intent to enter the transfer portal. The 6'3", 303-pound Carter had announced a commitment to SMU last week, but changed his mind and plans to play in Boulder. Carter is the fifth defensive line and transfer addition to the Buffs this season, including Carter, Aquin Barnes from Alabama, and Quincy Wiggins from LSU. So here you go. They're getting a large crop of their defensive personnel from the SEC teams, and this is good. I mean, these may not be the best players on those SEC teams, but they're still SEC players, meaning that these players were highly recruited from high school. So Coach Prime is kind of getting his high school recruits, but doing it through the portal. Rather than going straight to high school, getting high school players, he's getting players who were great in high school, who have produced on their teams in the SEC, and he's hoping to get those players on his team to produce for his defense. So this is a good sign. I like the recruits. I like it. The Buffs also added Chidozie Nwankwo and Samuel Okunlola from Pittsburgh. Carter spent the past 5 seasons at Arkansas and will have one more season to play. So you're getting a veteran guy, a guy who has a lot of experience underneath his belt. That's a good thing. In his time with the Razorbacks, he played in 33 games. He had 5 starts. He recorded 60 tackles, 7.5 tackles for a loss, and 2.5 sacks. After redshirting in 2019, he played an entire game. He played in the entire game. He played in 8 games in 2020, making 11 tackles. He had 24 tackles and 3 tackles for loss in 13 games during the 2021 season, but he did suffer an injury that put him out for the 2022 season. But he's healthy again, and he's here to join the Colorado Buffaloes in Boulder. All right. Okay, now we have New Mexico State Nikhil Walker transferred to Colorado. Now I don't know if this guy was a defensive lineman or if he's a linebacker. I don't know what it said here. Did he say linebacker? I think he's a linebacker. Yeah, Nikhil Webb Walker, announced he would be Boulder bound on Friday. The former New Mexico State linebacker racked up 24 tackles, and out of those tackles, 5.5 were for loss and 3 sacks last season. He was an original unrated recruit from Brigden Academy in Maine as part of the 2022 recruiting class. So here's a guy who wasn't even rated, but obviously he's coming into college football and making an impact on his team. So some guys are just late starters and late bloomers. The star behind your name and all that stuff out of high school is good. I mean, it does mean something. It has some sort of significance, but there's sometimes we just have guys who just come out of nowhere who are late bloomers, and this could be one of them. 6'6". Webb Walker is the 21st portal edition for Deion Sanders and the Buffs, but remains ranked number 3 overall according to 224/7 Sports. A pretty evenly split class for Colorado University, with this being the 9th defensive player coming from the transfer portal. A 6'6", 240-pounder who uses length to his advantage. Webb Walker can work towards either side of the field. He'll give Colorado some much-needed depth in the heart of the defense after losing DJ Lundy to Florida State University. So this is good. I'm happy to see the direction that Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs are moving into in terms of player personnel. But more pressure, and I'm not being a hater. I know you guys are quick to say that, but there's going to be more pressure on Prime because people are keeping up with the player personnel. We already know the area of weakness of the team allegedly was supposed to be the offensive line. Apparently, they've gotten that corrected. Now, does that mean that the offensive line is going to be the best in college football? No, but it does mean that they have improved in terms of what's on paper. Now, what they do on the football field is still yet to be seen, so we can't just automatically just shoo it in and say, oh, they're going to be better. They still have to produce on the field, but in terms of the player personnel, on paper, they're better offensively in terms of the offensive line. I like what I see on defense. The only thing that concerns me right now is the coaching voids right now, and I just hope that they get good replacements. I hope they really do. And I might not be up to date with that right now. And you guys are probably listening to me say, yeah, they do have better coaches coming in. But once I do my research, I only give you guys the information that I get as I get it. And because I mean, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I have 3 kids, I have a job, I have other things that I do. I just don't. I'm not some young YouTuber that's on the internet all day. I have other responsibilities, and you guys know if you're a parent, daddy duties does come into play, and it does impact your schedule. But I say all that to say this. This is a positive message. I'm not going to harp on anything negative about what Coach Prime did last year. I just hope that he learned from a lot of the mistakes that occurred last year, and he uses his players and optimizes the potentiality of his team and the players that he's getting. I like what I see happening on the defensive line. I like the fact that they're going and getting players from the SEC. They're getting a nice mixture of guys, but I'm just eager to see what the coaching staff is going to look like. And once that gets filled, I'll start to get a better sense of what I think the season is going to look like. And I really can't wait. I really can't wait to see how they're going to play next year. And I can't wait. I think they're going to be a good team. They were a good team this year, which is why I was very disappointed in how the season turned out. But we're moving forward. That was last year. And I hope that they can double the amount of wins. They won 4 games. My goal for them is to at least come out winning 8 games. 8 games. All right. That's least. If they can win more, that's icing on the cake. But I want them to at least try to go for 8 games. All right. Thank you guys for listening to me. Again, those 3 players are DJ McKinney from Oklahoma State University. You have the guy Carter, the D lineman, in his last year of eligibility, coming from Arkansas, and you have the New Mexico State's outside linebacker, 6'6", 240-pound Nikhil Webb Walker, joining the Colorado Buffaloes. All right, thank you guys for listening. All right, till next time, and tell me what you guys think in the comment section. All right.